What's up, Rockstar? Coach Betty Rocker here. Welcome to today's full body workout. Really super fun workout today. Less than 30 minutes and you're done. You don't need much, a space to move, maybe an optional elevated surface, and some resistance equipment, maybe some dumbbells, maybe you've got water bottles, maybe you've got water jugs, laundry jugs, anything that you can use for some added resistance. All right, we're gonna get right into this workout. We're going to do a nice little warm up for those legs. So stand tall, roll your shoulders back, brace your core, and go ahead and bring your arms out in front of you as you come into a squat. As you come into this squat, make sure that your knees track in alignment with the direction your toes are turned. And I want you to also be paying attention here that your chest is staying as upright as possible so that it allows you to really tune into and utilize the strength of your glutes. There should not be a hyper arch in your back as you come down. You shouldn't be bending over like this as you come down. Ideally, we get down to a 90-degree bend in those knees. However, if we're coming to here, or even quite a little bit less deep, and we're able to maintain that strong form and going below it, we would lose the form. Stay where you are. You can also work on your squat form, holding on to something in front of you. Another really fun way that I like to work on squat form is to squat down to an elevated surface to support me and just make sure that I'm really activating the posterior chain as I squat and stand. Now I'm going to start this timer here shortly. And once we do, I want you to grab some resistance, a little bit of weighted objects, not anything heavy. We're gonna be repeating this move several times, but of course you're welcome to go heavier if you would like. We're gonna do a timed set of squats, starting now. So get your legs back into that nice strong position, squat it back and down, breathing in and out, engaging your core as you squat down. Good. Keep your head and neck up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Beautiful work. One thing you want to avoid is that as you come down, your butt winks under. So ideally, you would have something to look at, like a mirror, to check your form. Let's do one more. Come up and go ahead and bend the knees to set those weighted objects off to the side, and we're going to set up for our second move. Now, your second move works the legs in an explosive manner. This is really awesome for building your joint strength, for strengthening your muscle tissue, and of course, your cardiovascular strength as well. However, the split squat jump may not be something you want to do today. So if you're not up for the jumping explosive thing, you're going to do fast forward lunges, okay? Very fast, rapid, good. I'd love to see you moving with me as I'm doing this because I'm gonna start that timer shortly and we're gonna do this explosive jump, right? You can always hold on to something for stability. We're not here for long. Choose the movement that you're gonna do and let's go. Let your arms support you. Your knees should track in line with your toes. Your back knee should not hit the ground. It's okay if your kneecap kisses the ground occasionally, but that's the strength and control that you want as you come down. Same as we did with that squat, your chest should be upright. Core should be engaged. Great work, come on. 3, 2, 1. Quick breather and join me down on the mat with your knees bent and one of your weighted objects in either hand. Now we're going to be doing some chest press with a tricep move, so a chest press to skull crusher. So you may want to select an appropriate amount of resistance for you to press up from the floor. Go ahead and come on all the way down onto your back, and we're going to bring those weighted objects out to the side, this like nice 90-degree bend. Engage your back with the mat. I call this blueberry spine because I envision a blueberry under that curve in my lower back, and then I press it down. The visual just helps me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead from here, press up, ratchet the arms back to 45 degrees, keeping the elbows hugging in towards each other. We're gonna go ahead and lower the arms overhead. If you're holding dumbbells, you'll squeeze them together once they come up in the chest press. Then you bring them back and lower them down. Bring them back to the center. Repeat your chest press. Bring them back over your head. Bend the elbows. Back to center. Press up. Bend the elbows. Back to center. Press up. Last one. Bring them back overhead. Bend the elbows. Back to center. And set them down. Excellent work. Okay, we're gonna come up and do some more explosive cardio. So fun. We're gonna move into a tuck jump. As those of you who've known me for a long time, from the way, way back days, we used to call these what the tuck jump because they can be really intense. This is what it's gonna look like. So we're gonna tuck our knees up, driving our hands down. Go ahead and do a couple practice ones. And if that's not in your wheelhouse today, you're gonna do some full body extensions for me, bending the knees like we did in the first move, and sweeping the arms up overhead to get that cardio burn without the high impact. You're also welcome to come down into some jump squats if the tuck jumps get a little too intense. Okay, so you've worked on your squat form. Now we're gonna take it up a notch. It's only 30 seconds. Let's go. Choose your version and just keep moving. Land lightly when you come down. Feel how this is so much working your core. Come on, you got this. Just 10 seconds left. Come on, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a quick breather. You did great. This is the way to really maximize your time, right? Now we're gonna catch our breath and pick up our weighted objects. This next move is another combo move. We're gonna go for a bent arm row to a tricep kickback. So pick the amount of resistance that you feel is appropriate for you for that pull back to kick back. Sometimes one of the moves you'll feel, oh, I could do more than what I've grabbed, but pick the one that, you know, like I could probably do more for a row, but just right for the kickback. So I'll pick the weight that's perfect for the kickback. We're not here for long. Catch your breath. And 3, 2, 1. Brace the core, hinge your hips back, draw the elbows up to your ribs, and then kick the arms straight back behind you. Keep your shoulders back and down the entire time you're working through this. Your head and neck are aligned with your spine. You don't have an arch in your back. You're just hinged forward to about a 45-degree bend, just like me. Last, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it strong. Great job. Go ahead and set those weighted objects aside. We've had a chance to catch our breath. Step your feet to the center of your mat. Throw a knee, 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 knee option to throw the leg and add a little hop in the middle. Just a little crescent kick or a crescent knee. You're working once again those lower abs. Go ahead and put a little energy into that. Nice, come on. Woo! Move. Yeah. Yeah. If you're kicking, think about kicking up and over a barrier. If you're doing the knee, think about how your abs are working. Last 2, last 1. Great job. Come on back down to the mat. Bend the knees. Find that same blueberry spine. So your back is engaged against the mat. Bring your fists up by your shoulders. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna sit up from here. So go ahead and do a test of that. How does that feel? As you sit up, your feet may come out in front of you. You may find, oh, I'd be more secure in this sit-up if I could hook my feet underneath something. Feel free to do that. We're gonna start this timer in 3 seconds. Now, as you come up, give me a cross punch. Going to work those obliques up, cross punch. Each time you come down, that lower back articulates with the mat. Great job. Keep your fists up by your shoulders. Powerfully punch across your body. Down, up, power punch. Just 10 seconds left here. So good. Feel your upper abdominals working hard here, balancing out all that lower abdominal work we just did. Last one. Nice work. Go ahead and come up to your feet. This is our last two moves, and they're gonna be the same move, but on different sides. Step your right foot forward, left foot back, arms up. And drive your knee up to meet your hands, repeating on the left leg. Drive powerfully up, driving that knee. I always like to picture I'm holding a giant watermelon between my two hands, and then I boom, smash it with my knee so that we have punch. Yes, a very messy room all around me right now, stained with pink. Perfect. Last 3, 2, and 1. You get a quick breather, and then we're gonna move on and work that right leg. So step your left foot forward, right leg steps back, arms come up, catch your breath, and begin. This time we're smashing the watermelon with our right knee. Bam, bam. Yes, tap it down lightly with the right foot as it steps back behind you. Most of the weight is in your left standing foot. Drive those arms and your knee together. So good. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice job. Go ahead, take a breather. Now, as we move into our second set of moves, these moves, we're gonna increase how long we do each move for. However, we're gonna slash off 2 moves from this next circuit, and those 2 moves were the knee drivers. So you don't do the knee drivers in this next set, just everything else for 45 seconds. And now you know what's coming. You figured out what your move is. But before we move on, let's drink a little fluid. I'm drinking Rock and Restore, my essential amino acids, which have the BCAAs inside of them, and an optimal dose of leucine, the most anabolic of the BCAAs. I've also put a shot of collagen in there to support my joints, skin and bones. Somebody wrote me the other day and she said, oh, my ankle's been bothering me lately. And my husband said, babe, you ran out of your collagen like a week ago. And collagen's one of those funny ones, you don't know how much it's doing for you until you stop taking it. It's like an invisible benefit. So really, really good one to add into your smoothies or your drinks. It dissolves in anything. And I think mine is some of the best there is out there, my full body collagen that you can get through my website. And of course, Rock and Restore. Okay. First move of the workout is the squats. Now this is your second set. Your body's super warmed up. If you would like to add a little extra resistance and you have that opportunity, you have any heavier weights, be my guest. Pull them out. Let's go ahead and challenge our body even further. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start on this timer. And in about 5 seconds, we're gonna begin our second set of squats. So get your weighted objects up on your shoulders, brace your core. Feet are just about hip distance apart, and we're gonna send our hips back, coming into that 90-degree bend, keeping a nice flat back. One thing that I like to picture is that you and I are all queens, and we're wearing a crown on top of our head. One of the ways that I make sure that I stay in good form is that I keep that crown balanced on my head in my squats, lunges, all of those moves that require me to come down with a knee bend while keeping my chest upright. And that's a really good visual to have because you can see that my crown would not fall off right now. Even if it wasn't pinned to my head, it'd still be upright. So just focus on that for 3 more seconds. Last one, and you can set your weighted objects off to the side by bending the knees, always to protect your back. We're gonna come into the split squat jump or fast forward lunges now. Set yourself up in your lunge position. Get your arms ready to go, and let's go. Remember, you can hold on to the wall, or you can do fast forward lunges. You have lots of options here. Whatever you're doing with the jump, I wanna make sure you're landing lightly, and you're keeping your chest elevated, just like you would in a standing forward lunge. Good, keep that core braced, keeps your hips square in front of you, knees track in alignment with the toes. If you start to get too winded, take a beat as you come down. Give a little pulse in between your jumps. 10 seconds to go. Come on, you got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You saw I too was getting tired there at the end, but I kept going with the best of my ability. We're gonna go ahead, set ourselves up for round 2 of chest press to skull crusher. So once again, I invite you to think about, how did those feel in the first round? Did I feel like it was enough? Could I have done more? Pick the correct amount of resistance for you for this set. And remember, it will be a little more challenging because we're adding a little more time. That's part of the fun. When you're ready, go ahead and come onto your back with your knees bent. Core is braced against the mat. We're gonna begin by just pressing up overhead. Once we're up, we bring our arms back to 45 degrees and bend the elbows. Bring the arms back, straight over your chest, lower them down, press up again, chest press. Skull crusher, bending the arms. That's an amazing move for your triceps. Control it on the way down, and then bring it straight back over your chest as you come up. Maintain blueberry spine as you work through this. For an added challenge, you're welcome to lift your hips up off the mat and hold a bridge lift. Brace your core. Last 2. Finish up your set strong with your last chest press and your last skull crusher, and then lower everything back down and go ahead and come on back up to your feet. You guys remember what the next move is? You may not. It's a lot of moves to keep track of. It's the tuck jump. Now this is going to be a tougher set of tuck jumps because we're going a little bit longer. This is where I really invite you to do as many of the tuck jumps as you can. And then if you get too winded, switch to body squats or even those full body extensions that I showed you, and just keep moving. This entire workout, start to finish, is under 30 minutes. We're gonna make the most of this time that we have together. I'm gonna give you 3 more seconds and we're gonna get right into those tuck jumps. Here we go. Begin. Really drive those knees up towards your chest. Imagine you were leaping up and over the fire. Woo! Good. Don't want to burn your feet. Up. Good. Come on. So strong. Catch your breath. Breathe in as you go, landing lightly as you come down, really driving those knees up. Jump. Great work. Come on. 8 seconds left. Such a rock star. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You earned it. Walk it off. We're going to move into the bent over row to tricep kickback. So once again, with the strength moves, if you felt like you could go heavier than what you did in your first set, be my guest. If what you used in your first set felt perfect for you, stick with that. Go ahead and walk it off in between your moves, especially those high intensity moves, to let your heart rate come back down so that we can really give it our all with the strength move. Have some fluid, drink your Rock and Restore if you're having that. Go ahead and choose your weight and stand tall, shoulders back and down, core braced, hinge your hips forward, row, and kick the arms back. Again, row, kick the arms back. Lower down with control, row, kick the arms back. Great job. Keep those shoulders back and down in their sockets. Imagine you're pulling your shoulders back to an invisible wall behind you, even as you lower the arms down in front of you. That's going to help protect your rotator cuff. Please feel free to revisit the Foundations of Functional Fitness videos about pushing and pulling. Those two are really particularly great for you for your alignment and posture. Last one. Finish that strong. Bend the knees. Set down your weighted objects. Quick breather. Get your fists up under your chin and go ahead and throw a couple of crescent knees, or go ahead and throw those crescent kicks. And we're back to our lower impact cardio. Great job. Come on. Nice lower abdominal move. Balancing, fast feet. I like to throw a couple quick steps in between my crescents. Nice work. Keep those fists up by your face, protecting your face to block any punches that might come your way from invisible fighting ninjas. You got it. 15 seconds to go. Stay light on those feet. You're gonna get a chance to punch in our next move. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Join me down on the mat right away. Sit right down. Find blueberry spine. Option to grab very light handheld weights if you would like, a little extra resistance here. Begin. Sit up, cross punch. Come on, cross punch. Really working those upper abdominals and the obliques. Option to hook your feet underneath something if that's the most supportive for you. Keep those arms up. Strength is coming from your core. Great job. 20 seconds to go. More than halfway done. So strong. So powerful. Think about your power words. What words make you feel powerful and strong? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick breather. You did awesome. Now, as promised, I'm knocking off those last two moves, the knee drivers, because we need our strength. We're gonna go back through the first 5 moves of this workout for a solid minute each. So we've been eliminating things, but also adding more challenge as we went. So just 5 minutes left in this workout. Woo! You are such a rock star. It's funny, you don't realize how long 5 minutes can feel until you're doing things like tuck jumps and split squat jumps and squats all within that time period, right? We got this. Once again, if you want to increase the amount of resistance that you're working with and you have that option, again, this is just an invitation. You may be just right with where you started in your first round, or you may not have a ton of options and that's the perfect amount for you to use. Go ahead and find some weighted objects. And I'm gonna go ahead and start that timer. And we're gonna be very deliberate with these squats. There's no rushing. Feet are just hip distance apart. Knees are tracking in line with them. We squat it down. We think about that crown. And we think about our form. Our core remains braced so that our back doesn't arch. Everything is connected through our pelvis, back, and core. All the way down through our hips and knees, all the way into our ankle joints, all the way up through our shoulders. Everything is working together here to support you in a stable, balanced foundation. Once again, I encourage you to review the Squat Foundations video in the Foundations of Functional Fitness series, which is available to you anytime. It's like a 15-minute video just to brush up on things. Always really helpful sometimes to just have that under your belt. Last 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees to set your weighted objects aside. And we're gonna come into our final set of split squat jumps. Go ahead and take a moment to catch your breath after those squats. This is gonna be our longest set of the split squat jumps. So in these longer cardiovascular sets, it's important to pace yourself while still getting everything out of it that you can. So remember in the last set, if you're jumping, I said take a bounce at the bottom before exploding back up. that can be a helpful way to get through that full minute. You can also do like 5 split squat jumps, then just do like 1 to 2 regular forward lunges, then resume to keep your heart rate from going too high. Whatever it takes. You can also challenge yourself to go the full minute. These are all options for you. You have options. This is your workout. Go do it based on how you feel. Last second of rest and begin. Come on. Explode up and land lightly as you come down, using that good strong form as you move. Great work. Up and down. Up and down. So good. Come on, think about your power word. Remember why you're here. Why did you show up for this workout today? 30 seconds, you're halfway done. Good. Awesome job. Pace yourself. You can do this. 20 seconds to go. I'm taking my suggestion of pausing between each jump. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Those were tough. Take a breather. Walk it off. So one of the cool benefits of training like this, of all the workouts that we do, is supporting the mitochondria, those powerhouse workers in your cells that help make energy. And exercise is one of those things that really helps give you energy, build your energy, your power. And as women, exercise is just so beneficial for our health in so many ways. However, you may have heard me say this before, exercise is a healthy stress when we are healthy. So come to your workout fueled, nourished, rested, not inflamed from doing a hard workout the day before and the day after and every day after that, right? Like we want to make sure that we have balance in our training programs, depending on what life stage we're at, depending on where we're at in our cycle, if we're still cycling. Please use all the free resources on the BettyRocker.com blog for information about how to customize your workouts to you so you get the most out of them. When you're ready, we're going to come back down for a chest press to skull crusher. Last set, longest set. Choose the amount of resistance that you're going to have at your sides, and we'll go ahead and bring ourselves back down to the mat, bringing those weighted objects out to our sides, and begin. Press up, bring the arms back to 45 degrees, bend the elbows, bring the arms back tall, and press up. Option to lift the hips up high, holding a bridge lift as you work through the chest press to skull crushers. Excellent work, my friends. Come on. This is your last set of these. Unless, of course, you want to take this workout for another ride today. Be my guest. That's really an ideal way. Like if you're like, I think I could do more today, well, be my guest. Do the same workout again, though, is always my recommendation, because you want to really fatigue the muscles, the same muscles in the same day, especially if you're following one of my training programs, which is super balanced. It's going to help you strengthen your muscles correctly as you go through the program. Press up. You're almost done. So good. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower everything down. Set the weighted objects off to the side. And wouldn't you know it, we have our last set of tuck jumps. Now our heart rate came down during those chest presses, so I'm gonna get right into this. Let's go. Drive those knees up, land lightly. Drive the knees, land lightly. At any point in this longer set, you are welcome to start doing body squats or just jump squats and taking the crazy intense tuck out. But keep moving. Keep your heart rate up. We're just here for about 30 more seconds. You got this. Come on. Keep breathing. Keep that core braced. Land lightly. I like to have my hands try to touch my knees as I jump. 15 seconds. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bravo. Bravo. Catch your breath for a moment. We're going to move into our very last move, which is the row to kickback. So again, you're welcome to change the amount of resistance you're using or stay the same. You're going to bend those knees to pick up the resistance, bracing the core, shoulders back and down as if they were up against a wall. Feet can be fairly close to each other. Hinge the hips back, and then let's begin. Arms back, and down. Elbows come up by our sides, and then we kick those arms straight back. Get a nice double tricep burn today between the skull crushers and these tricep kickbacks. Don't want to neglect these important posterior chain muscles that help support and balance out all the push-ups and bicep curls and chin-ups if you're doing them. All of these moves that work the biceps, we want to balance them out by challenging and strengthening our triceps. Great work, come on. You got 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes! So fantastic. Go ahead and set those weighted objects down. Such an amazing job on today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to join me for the cool down stretch that I put together to go exactly with this particular workout, if you're a Rock Your Life member, you can find that linked just below this video or within our class library in the cool down stretches and warm up stretches section, along with every other kind of workout that you can imagine, including bar, yoga, strength training, high intensity interval training, circuit training, all the different types of training. And we would love to have you get a chance to utilize that. You can save your favorite classes to your favorite section. And of course, there are challenge programs, all kinds of amazing programs. There's no one 30-day challenge that's ever going to be enough or get you all the results that you're looking for, because what we really need when it comes to training is consistency and to surround our workouts with the other pillars of health, which I call sleep, nutrition, and stress management. When you are dialing in your hormone status within your body by consistently eating nourishing foods, when you are really getting your rest prioritized and making sure that your stress levels are managed, your workouts become so much more effective on their own. And when we're overtraining or just focusing on the workouts alone, we really won't see all the results of that hard work and time we spend on our mat. So I really, really recommend that you join us inside of Rock Your Life and utilize our home workout studio and the holistic focus that myself and the Team Betty Rocker coaches give to all of our wonderful women from around the world inside of our private support group. And all of these awesome resources are at your fingertips. The class library, a huge recipe database, our challenge programs, all of these different things are just aspects that will help support you on your journey. And we would love to welcome you in and give you a 30-day trial to check it all out, because I really want you to have a chance to see if it's a good fit for you, see if you're going to use it with no pressure whatsoever. You can cancel your membership anytime, and once you decide to join, it's less than $1 a day. So grab that 30-day trial, join us in Rock Your Life. We'd love to welcome you and have you enjoy all that there is within our wonderful world of the Betty Rockyverse. As always, I'm Betty Rocker. You are so awesome and amazing. I look forward to seeing you real soon. Bye for now.